In this video, we're going to learn how to solve equations with brackets. So our goal is to simply be able to solve equations that have brackets. The way we're going to do this is by using the distributive law. We briefly talked about this. When we did algebra and at the beginning of the year. And the distributive law goes like this. If you have A, then brackets, B plus C. Now, these pronumerals, so letters, could be representing any number. What we do is, when we have something like this, we multiply A by everything that's inside the bracket. So what you get is A times B, which is AB, plus, because there's plus here, AC. The same scenario goes if we've got A brackets B minus C. We multiply A by everything in the brackets. The only difference here is we have minus, so take away instead of add, okay? So the distributive law is going to help us solve equations with brackets. But the other thing we need to remind ourselves is of like terms. And when we're adding or subtracting algebraic expressions, we can combine like terms. That's only when we're adding and subtracting can we combine. When we are multiplying and dividing, we can put them together, and that's okay. So a like term has to have the exact same pronumerals. For instance, 2x plus 5y plus 3x can be simplified by collecting the like terms, and the like terms here are 2x and 3x, so we can combine them. 2 plus 3 is 5 to get 5x, and then we just have to leave this 5y by itself because it doesn't have any other like terms. Okay? Now, the steps we're going to use to solve equations with brackets are, I'm going to write them down for you. Firstly, you're going to expand the brackets. And then secondly, you're going to simplify. And the way you do that is by collecting like terms. Okay, and that will give you your answer. Let's do some examples together. So first of all, I want you to, I'm going to write some questions, and we're going to expand these brackets. So 4 brackets A plus 3, then 5x take 2, and lastly 5 brackets 3a plus 4. Okay, so we're going to use the distributive law. So that means whatever the number on the outside, okay, or the term on the outside, we're going to multiply that by everything inside the bracket. So let's do a first. We have to go 4 times a plus 4 times 3. And we work that out like 4 multiplied by a gives you 4a. And then we write the plus symbol because there's a plus here. Okay, 4 times 3 gives you 12, okay? This is your final answer because there's no like terms that you can combine. Let's look at part B. We're going to multiply 5 by x and 5 by negative 2. Okay, 5 times x gives you 5x. We're going to write this minus sign here. 5 and 2 is 10, okay, or negative 10. let's look at our last one. Okay, it's getting a little bit more complex, but it's not necessarily harder. So we're going to multiply 5 by 3a and 5 by 4. 5 multiplied by 3 gives you 15, and then you're going to write a, okay? And then 5 times 4 gives you 20, so you're going to write plus 20 because there's a adding symbol here, okay? Let's move on to some more complex questions. So, for instance, what if I said to you, instead of giving you more bracket, I'm going to say more instead of giving you more brackets, let's like simplify some expressions. So for instance, so we kind of did this in our last topic. 2x plus 5 plus x. What you're going to do is you're going to look for the like terms. Remember, when you see x by itself, there's a little invisible one in the front. So this 2x and this x is actually are like terms. So what I do is, and remember we take what's in front. If there's a plus symbol in front, we take that. I put them next to each other. So I'm going to rewrite this expression, 2x plus 1x plus 5. And I'm going to combine my like terms. 2 plus 1 is 3, 3x plus 5. That's my answer. I've simplified it. I'm going to give you one more. Then we're going to combine what we've done in question 1 and in question 2. We're going to combine those skills. So you've got 3a plus 8, a plus 2, take 2, a plus 5. So you're going to get a highlighter and you're going to highlight the like terms. So I've got 3a, I've got plus 8a, I've got take 2a, and my 2 and my 5 are also like terms, so I can put them in maybe a blue, okay? I'm going to rewrite my expression so that all my like terms are next to each other. And remember, we take what's in front. So I'm going to write 3a plus 8a, take away 2a, then plus 2 plus 5. Okay. So 3 and 8 give you 11, then you take away 2, that gives you 9. So this equals 9a. Plus 2 and 5 give 7. So 9a plus 7 is your final answer. Let's do just 2 more examples. What I'm going to do is, in these next set of examples, we're going to use both the skills we've learned in question 1 and question 2. So, I want you to solve these equations and by expanding the brackets first. So you've got 3 brackets x plus 2 equals 18. What you're going to do is you're going to use the distributive law. So 3 times x plus 3 times 2 equals 18. So let's write this out. 3 times x, 3x, plus 3 multiplied by 2 gives you 6, equals 18. Now, this step here, so this next line of working, is what we've been working on the last few lessons, where we have a pronumeral, which is x in this case, and our aim is to get it by itself. So the way we can do that is by looking at the outside layers of our x. So at the moment, 6 is the outermost layer. Let's get rid of that. Let's think of it like an onion, okay? So if we take away 6 from this side, we can actually cross it out, but we must do it to both sides, okay, because we make sure our equation is remaining balanced. I can cross out 6 on my left-hand side. Now I'm left with 3x equals 12. Okay. Now I've got my x here, and I still need to get it by itself. Currently, this x is being multiplied by 3. So I'm going to need to do the opposite of multiplying by 3, which is to divide by 3. And I have to do it to both sides. Okay? So dividing by 3 on both sides, I end up with, I can cross my 3 out on my left, and I have x. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Okay, and that's my final answer. Let's do just one more of these. So 7 equals 7 brackets 4a, take 3. Now I first need to expand my brackets, which are on my right hand side this time, and then we're going to get our pronumeral by itself. Okay, so I need to multiply 7 by 4a and 7 by 3. So 7 equals 7 multiplied by 4 gives you 28. It's going to be 28a. Take away 7 multiplied by 3 is 21. Okay, so now this line here of working is looking very similar to what we've been working on the last few lessons. So our ultimate aim is to get a by itself. So let's get rid of the outside layers. So currently we've got minus 21. The way we get rid of that is by doing the opposite, or the inverse. So we're going to, since it's being taken away, we're going to add 21 to both sides. Okay, this means I can cross it out on my right hand side, and then I go 27 plus 21 gives you 28. So I write 28 equals 28a. Now, what I need to do is, currently my a is being multiplied by 28, so I can do the opposite, which is to divide by 28. If I divide both sides by 28, I can cross out the 28 on my right hand side, so a is just left by itself. Okay, 28 divided by 28 is just 1, okay, and so a equals 1, and there you go.